What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cold Cut Truth, man. It's your boy AK Chris, and we back in the motherfucking building. I got my brother Clerk to my left. What up, brody?
Burst, cut in, man. You know what the fuck going on, man.
Yeah. Hey, we got a big one today, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we got a real special guest, man. My boy Stand Up Cortez is in the
Yeah,
building. What up,
what's
brody?
going on, Cold Cut?
Yo,
Cold
what's
cut.
good, my boy?
Yeah.
My boy. What's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up today, dog.
Man, appreciate y'all reaching out and having a kid.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. Hey, we here. We in the A, bro. How's life feeling for you right now? Let me just ask you that, bro.
I feel good, man. I'm happy, hurting, and healing all at the same time.
Happy,
Sir.
hurting, and healed all at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like the cycle of life to me, man.
I do.
We here, man. Hey, Stand Up Cortez is in the building, bro. Clerk, first of all, let's talk about you, bro. How you feeling, dog? How everything
Man,
going,
I'm
man?
feeling good, man. It's been a good day. Shit, couple weeks, you know. Just been working, bro, grinding, getting shit right.
Yeah, for sure.
Been cool, bro. It's been cool. I
For
can't
sure.
complain.
I got something in my fucking throat, man.
Hey, man. I hear you, man.
But we
Shit,
here,
man.
bro.
Everything
Yo,
been good with you, bro?
Yeah, everything been good with me, bro. You know,
Alright,
just
bro.
grinding, man. Trying to take this shit to the next level as we always should. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother Cinemeric in the back. You know what I mean? On the boards, making sure everything running smoothly on the background. You feel me? Make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel and all that. Cortez, talk to me, bro. We here, man.
Ooh, we here. What
Hey.
up? What up with
Hey,
it?
we like to get dope stories, man. So when I had the opportunity to reach out to you, I'm like, bro, I would love to get this story on the platform. You know what I mean, bro? So
Yeah.
Cortez, talk to me, bro. Where are you from? Where'd you come up at and shit like that, dog?
I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
Google says Corinth, Mississippi, but that's actually wrong. My birth parents is from Corinth, Mississippi, but I was
Gotcha.
born in Chicago, Illinois, man. Class clown, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Class
Class
clown.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty much how I got my whole start in comedy. You know, my mom's always told me if you can act the ass in class, well, she said you can act the ass in class as long as you can prove it on paper.
Gotcha.
So that kind of was like my whole ideal behind getting into stand-up comedy and,
Yeah.
you know, going up from there.
When did you get any type of interest into comedy or anything like that?
When I got tired of niggas laughing at me,
Hell
yeah, like
Talk about it.
I just feel like, you know, it's like, okay, they laughing at you and you it got to be something else outside of your physical appearance that you know that you can flip. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to, you know, crack jokes back and roast back. And then when I found out that I
Sure.
can jokes back outside of just sitting there looking like the victim all the time, it was up from there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I knew plenty of niggas like that, bro. You just had to stay away from him because you knew you can roast this nigga, but he gonna get you back. Like, you better watch out. So I definitely feel that. Man.
Yeah.
And that's great that you were able to be that
Yeah.
dude, you feel me?
But you say you weren't always like that. You say you got tired of being laughed at. So what was the moment where you were like, all right, man, y'all gonna stop laughing at me, bro? I'm about to roast y'all back and shit.
Man, I think when the teachers got in on it.
What you mean?
Yeah, like when the teachers would be like, all right, y'all leave him alone, man. We know his head shaped like an acorn. And I'm like, he ain't even say that. Like, you know. So I think,
Damn.
I think when I got into a little altercation with my teacher, and the class started laughing at what I was saying to her,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, oh yeah, like it's up from there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up from there.
Even like the same niggas who was like roasting you, they laughing at the teacher.
And me
kid.
roasting her.
Yeah, because it was like, nah, that shit was funny, bro. Yeah, that was cool. That was
Yeah,
cool.
we was in history class, and I asked, she was like, she did the little acorn thing. She like, y'all stop making fun of that Cortez, man. We know his head shaped like an acorn.
Oh,
and I
man.
think I said something along the lines of, since we in history, go and tell us how old that wig is you wearing.
Yeah.
And from
that
there-
fucked them up.
From there, she got quiet, and the class was like, oh. And I was like, nah, because, you know, we adding stuff to the pot, you know.
Right,
Let's
right.
talk about it.
Yeah.
BC, AC, what wig, what dusty wig.
Did
man.
you feel like at that point when you flipped that script in your head that like you know you got like a superpower? Like, hold on, bro, I'm not
Nah.
finna take this shit no more, bro.
Actually, it wasn't even that. It was after. Like, I was like, okay, Tez, if you got the balls to fight back against somebody who teaching you, man, you got to be able to stand up against the kids. Because really, she caught a stray. She just
Yeah.
caught a stray because I was losing the roast battle, I guess. But it was after that when it was like, all right, it's time to start fighting back verbally. Like when
Yeah.
kids would say stuff from there on out,
Oh yeah.
that's when I knew like, okay, I got to fight back.
And you know, from that point forward, we got Cortez. I guess that's where that shit started. You feel
Right.
me? That
Yes,
shit started there.
sir.
So after that, Like, how did you branch out from just being the class clown?
Right.
From that, it was I started. My mom actually took me to a comedy program called Fat Kids Comedy.
Okay.
And it's actually ran by a guy by the name of Quincy Bonds. He works with Tyler Perry right now. He does a lot of work with Tyler Perry, but he does acting, commercials, and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
And he had his own program called Fat Kids Comedy. So my mom actually found the kids comedy program on Facebook, and it turns out this guy was teaching like 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds all the way up until the age of 18, like how to write jokes and do stand-up comedy.
Right.
So
How
from
old were you
there,
at that time?
at that time I was 14 years old.
14. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, sir. So at that time I was 14 years old. When I got in his program, I was, writing, and then I think I was doing stand-up comedy that same month, because it'd be like improv, and then we'll do one big show at the end of the month.
Got you.
So that's,
Yo, stand-up
that's
comedy
kinda
is
how it
not
started.
easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a tough avenue to even go down. Did you have any hardships starting out?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I got booed a lot. Cause what happened is you start so young, and then you think that people like, oh, y'all just laughing at me because I'm a kid. Like
Right.
y'all like applauding me because it's like, oh, he did so good. Like, so I didn't even know I was that good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went through a phase of like, people like, okay, maybe he's funny because he's a youngster. I went through that phase, and then you go through the phase of like, oh snap, like I gotta actually like do stand up for like people by myself now. And
Gotcha.
so it really started when I started them open mics. Them open mics was like, and that's
turned
when I
it off
started
for you.
pushing the pen.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about the grind, bro, because the open mics get, it's a grind, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's tough. It'll be like 22, 23 comics. We doing 3 to 5 minutes each. Some days I be at the comedy theater and they tell you to do 3 minutes, and then T.I. might walk in and you thinking he about to do 3 minutes and this nigga do 33 minutes, and
Gotcha.
Shit.
it's definitely
Shit.
like tough to be able to have to do open mics for an open mic crowd. So that means 90% of the people in the crowd is comedians. They about to go up.
Right.
The other 10% is just people who ain't had nothing to do. So you really got to be able to say, all right, Tess, for this open mic, I'm going to work on my delivery. I'm going to work on how I sound when I say the joke and actually getting a joke off. And then I'm going to go back and study where the laughs was at, more so than me just actually doing different events. Because that's completely different from like an open mic, And I think the
Gotcha.
crowds are tougher too.
Yeah, the crowds are tough, bro. The crowds are tough, but you got to go through that process though, right? Like that's what builds you up to get to the point where you at now. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And having your style, having your style and your angle. So for me, I'm a sarcastic asshole.
Got you. I was just about to ask you. So, sarcastic asshole. What you mean by that?
I like self-deprecational humor. Like I like to be able to go out there. I'll roast myself first.
Okay.
That way I know the crowd is on my side before you can say anything about me. I don't know, I already said it. So now you got to be able to think or listen like, okay, let me see if he actually funny, because I already knew why I was laughing to begin with. Let me actually see if he's funny.
Okay. Got you.
So that's my
smart.
style.
I feel that. Yo, so Cortez, you grinding, you know what I mean, and you're doing open mics, and I want to know when do you feel like you finally caught a break? You know what I mean? When did shit start looking up for you, as far as maybe your audience is fucking with you at the events that you're performing at, or somebody recognized your work and tapped in with you? Like when did you realize?
I don't know, man. I know wilding out, that's just a stepping stone. I don't consider that a break. I don't even feel like I'm in my prime yet as far as stand-up comedy goes.
Got you.
I just feel like I got the good end of the stick because I've been doing it since I was a kid. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you feel like you haven't hit that point yet, for real?
Nah, not at the level where I want to be at, and not at the level of how I see. Like Atlanta got a lot of clout chasers, a lot of politics going on. I feel like I hit that breaking point when I'm past the politics level, and when I'm past the like, okay, it's time. Like,
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. So how did you get recruited for Wild 'N Out? How did
Yeah.
you get noticed? Was it at one of your events that you were performing at? How did that go?
shout out to my guy Quick down at the comedy theater. I was doing stand up at the Atlanta Comedy Theater at 14 years old, which is so funny because I wasn't old enough to be in there.
Right.
Oh,
So
shit.
so he would tell me, you either go be funny today or you go clean tables. Whenever I actually bombed at the open mic, I had to clean the restaurant and stuff,
word.
clean the club. So that's how he let me rock. And then I was doing that for like 3-4 years straight.
Okay.
And then Quick actually called me down to audition. And he called me, and I was standing in Covington, Georgia at the time, which is all the way east, like in the middle of nowhere.
Facts.
Right.
And I was like, hey man, what I gotta come down there for? It ain't open mic. It's Wednesday.
Right.
He was like, man, just come down. I got a surprise for you. I'm like, yo, bro, I gotta take 2 trains and 3 buses to get to you, bro.
Right.
Went down there. I actually went in there. Well, what he said was, do you wanna audition or you wanna go straight to workshops? Which I didn't even know what he was talking about, show wise or nothing. So I was like, I'm gonna just audition. And then I go in there. Nick Cannon was actually there. DJ D-Rep was actually there. And then from there, it was the actual audition style. And that's how, I ended up getting that.
Gotcha.
And then you go from audition to the workshops, which is intense.
And what's the workshop?
Workshops is pretty much them putting you in a hotel for 2 weeks. And they wake you up every morning and you got to go downstairs and you got to be in this big room and you just making white folks and producers laugh for like 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
Damn.
And you got to hope that they don't knock on your hotel door and be like, yo, your Wild 'N Out journey has come to an end.
Oh shit.
So the auditions was like auditions. And then once you make it past the audition, it's the workshop. So I really should have just been like, put me in the workshop. But
Yeah.
it gets intense.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Nah, for sure. Yo, you mentioned Nick Cannon. I want to know how do you see your relationship with him? Like, how is it working around him, being around him? What have you picked up?
Nick Cannon's really cool, man. What's funny is I think he's a very humble guy. He got a lot of star power. I actually still be nervous when I'm around him, honestly.
Yeah.
Because when I came in and got the auditions, I thought everybody was going to be like, okay, he made the show, he funny. But it was still like you had to earn the respect of everybody else.
Right.
So Nick Cannon was actually nicer than everybody else.
Got you.
He's a very humble guy.
Yeah, for sure.
He may not directly tell you if it's funny, but he'll definitely laugh.
Right. Right. Yeah. If you watch the show, he definitely does.
And he gives Nick gives courtesy laughs too, though. So that's also
Courtesy
Yeah,
laugh.
you got to put that out there.
yeah. He gives courtesy laughs. Nick be laughing at some stuff that I'm like,
Yeah.
you just come on, bro.
Yeah, he got to
Make me work for it,
Keep
man.
the show going.
Oh, for sure.
on, man.
But he to be genuine enough to allow a comedian who may not be where he want to be at just yet to give him that courtesy laugh
Right.
as a boost of confidence. I respect that.
Yeah.
Got you.
And I gotta know, right, from being just open mic, trying to grind and just come up, and now you get to being on television. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
how does that like change Cortez's career path? You know what I mean?
Cortez is still finding Cortez, man. Before I even found comedy, I didn't know who I was, and I still don't. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like, December has been like a slow month for me. Like, the holiday season for entertainers has been slow. So I really had to like stay afloat and just try to figure out like, dang, like this is Cortez without that,
Right.
and it's different. It's very different. So
Hell yeah, it's a blessing too, man. I'm sure that you get a lot more eyeballs on you, and you probably get a lot more opportunities than you were getting before,
for
bro.
sure, facts. And when I step out, people like, hey, let me get a picture with you. And when I do get booked for those shows, I ain't got to charge $20 to $30 no more. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to MTV, man. Shout out to Wild 'N Out, because my first show was from Google actually.
Yeah.
Google was my first show. I think I was 16 years old, and Google was like, okay, let's do an event. It was a Google school event. And I'll never forget it. They gave me a $25 check. And my mama took most of it.
$25.
$25. So that's my first time ever getting paid.
Hell yeah, though.
Before
that's fine, though. That's,
before like Wild 'N Out's money and TV. So I'm grateful, man.
got you, man. That's what's up, man. It's a journey.
It's definitely a
man.
journey.
We respect it, man.
Hey, I want to know, when people see you in public, right? Do they ever try to clown like your head or
Man,
pants or
people see me
anything?
in public and they be like, damn, your head really shaped like that. I'm like, yeah, man, it is, bro. Folks don't be like, hey, yo, you the guy from TV. Folks be like, damn, like, bro, your head really shaped like that. And I be like, bro, I heard you when you said it the first time, bro.
Yeah, but I see you play into it though on the show, even on online and
Man,
stuff like
I know
that.
my head shaped weird, man. I know my shit shaped like a sweet potato. I know, bro. Like,
You
but
just heard it all.
man, I have, but like, I do it better than anybody do
Sweet
it.
potato was crazy.
Sweet
bro.
potato, a sock full of nickels. You know what I'm saying? That thing they use to get the baby boogers out with, the little suction cup thing. A nut sack. I already
shit.
know. I know a man.
What's
Damn.
the like? I wouldn't say your favorite, but like, what's like the funniest thing somebody has compared your head to that you say like that was the funniest?
That was good.
one?
That was good.
See, it was me. It was me that done it.
Yeah.
What was it then? What-
the baby suction thing.
Yeah, that was pretty
The
good,
baby
bro.
suction.
I fuck with that one, bro.
I mean, I hear light bulb.
Yeah.
That's really what I hear. Alien emoji. I get, but I don't really like the predictable stuff. Like,
yeah.
if you go talk about me, you better be funny. Because if it's not funny, I'm gonna get mad and want to fight. I'm like, you bullying me, and I'm a grown ass man. You better make me laugh, man.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that is crazy life you live. But I mean, shit, that's what made Cortez, man. Y'all better start roasting niggas because y'all made animals, man.
Right.
Y'all gonna, you know,
You be making monsters, man. You make aliens, bro.
Yeah. Yo, speak to the character though. Like, you know, obviously you said you had to, you know, grow into this version of yourself, but like the character to even just play into the jokes and go with the punches and dish them right back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in life, they might get bullied. You know what I'm saying? They might get made fun of for it, and they don't know
Right.
they don't know how to react in those situations. Like, what would you say to that as far as your character?
I mean, I would just say keep your head up, man. You know, my mom always taught me to take my negative flaws and turn them into positive things. So I already had that lesson going into it. Understand that somebody talking about you because they got something that bothers them
yeah.
internally. So it was just a blessing for me to be able to use comedy as an out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So try to just take that and run with it. If comedy is your thing, if acting or singing is your thing, you ain't got to already fight back verbally or none of that.
Gotcha.
You know?
There are different ways to, you know, express.
Yeah, because people got
Yeah.
different ways, different upbringings. I would just say keep your head up and know that you're great regardless. You know, I was picked on so bad, I was turning insults into acronyms.
Yeah.
You know, somebody would call me ugly, and I'd be like, so that stands for you got to love yourself.
You gotta
Hey,
love
man,
yourself.
You do, you know,
Yeah.
be active. I like that.
I fuck with that,
So
bro.
whenever somebody called me
flips.
ugly, they was just telling me to love myself even more, you know?
Yeah, real shit.
Okay.
Yo,
We're quick with
so
it.
I want to know, rapping wise, right? Were you doing that before Wildin' Out? Like when did
I was
that?
messing around with the raps, man. I was
yeah.
messing around. I didn't start taking it serious until Wildin' Out. You
Gotcha.
know, I
Cause you gotta, you know, you got your times where you gotta rap. I know they got the new game where they be beating on the tables and you gotta keep the freestyle going and shit like that.
yeah.
You play that game too, right?
Yeah, in the classroom,
Yeah, in
you
the
got
classroom.
what was the other one? We had in the classroom, we had Pick Up and Kill It.
Pick
you
up,
got
of
Wild
course.
Style.
Of course.
It was one more. It was like Bless 'Em. Yeah, Bless 'Em with the, you know, the,
Right.
the freestyle rapping at the table. So yeah, I like to rap, man. I think it's cool.
Were you freestyling back in the day and shit, like with the homies or at school? Or
I
shit like that?
had a little a little homeboy whose name was Anthony, and we used to freestyle on a bus a lot.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we was trash. You know what I'm saying? But I went to a PWI, like a little white white
so
high
y'all was
school.
fire.
So I was that nigga.
Yeah,
you know
y'all
what
was
I'm saying?
fire because y'all was the only one doing it for us.
The
They
little
was
white
like,
girl's like, oh my God, he's fired. And when we got off the bus, like, you know, we was trash, bro. We was trash as shit. We was
hey,
big
you know where
trash.
we at, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Just
what
like
I'm saying?
that.
So-
But you know.
But Wildin' Out was like, okay, you got to start rapping. You got to get into it. And I still do want to get into the actual rapping. I just don't want to make music. Like,
Got you.
I seen you drop the song though. I seen the music video.
man,
Was
I just
that-
playing.
Yeah, you playing
just
on that?
playing.
Bro, I was like, I don't know if he like you. It looked legit though. Like,
6 million views was legit, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like the way he was talking, moving. It
I was
looked.
trolling. I was making fun of like drill rappers. I ain't never killed nothing.
I mean, yeah. I feel you.
I don't even smoke. You know what I'm saying? I smoked that boy. I put him up. That nigga gas straight to the head. I heard somebody say that. I don't.
That nigga said, I
Nah,
heard
the
somebody
video
say that
was
shit.
video was fire though,
Oh
bro.
yeah! Shout out to Shot by DeMarcus, man. DeMarcus is a phenomenal videographer.
Yeah.
And he can make anything look, bro. The song was crazy, but the visual actually had people reaching out to me like, "Yo, you trying to perform here?" I'm like,
I'm saying you probably could have got signed off of that one song right there,
man, but
bro.
I'm a one hit wonder, ho. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So
I do want to do like comedy music and probably like a comedic genre. And I kind of had that, but you know, it's just very hard for people to take it serious because folks still trying to take Lil Dicky serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, have you heard of like Y&J? Niggas like that?
Y and J, nah, not really.
Yeah, he's kind of like a comedy rapper.
Yeah,
He be
comedic
rapping
rapper.
about like ass and shit. Or
I
just
follow a
different
guy.
shit, like,
What's the guy? The backpack, big black guy.
don't know the backpack.
I'm probably saying his name wrong, but it's a big guy. He got a donut for a chain. Either way, it goes. A lot of comedic rappers out there, man.
Okay.
My favorite rapper of all time is Justina Valentine, though.
Oh, for
Justina
real?
Valentine.
Justina Valentine got bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, she do got bars.
She
do
got bars, and that girl is. She ain't upcoming. She just slept on real heavy. So
Hell yeah.
What have you learned from working around her?
To keep it pushing, stay motion, stay grinded. She teach me star power. Like, you know, if I'm down bad, we call each other a lot. You know, she got pets, I got pets. We be having little FaceTime dates with our little dogs or whatever. But she always just tell me to keep going, keep your head up. And she recently called me because she did a school show.
Yeah.
And she called me. She's like, "Yo, these kids are telling me you're their favorite Wild 'N Out cast member." You know.
Really?
I was having a bad day, so when she called me and told me that just made me so happy. So shout out to her. She put me in a movie. Shout out to her. We did Forget About Christmas on VH1, the little Christmas special. That was dope.
So,
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
So she always got opportunities
She's
for the
very
kid.
talented,
was
bro.
that your first movie?
Was it? Yes. Yeah, that was my first movie with Justina Valentine's called Forget About Christmas on VH1. And then I just did another movie called The Car Lot.
Gotcha.
And that stars Shaquille O'Neal and DC Young Fly.
No word. That's
And
dope.
that's dope. That's dope. So shout out to Lynn Collins and Dorian, the producer.
You said that's out now or is it coming out?
Well, that actually came out, right? So the thing is, that came out. They dropped it on Tubi.
Got you. Okay.
We did the movie premiere. They dropped it on Tubi. Then they took it off because Kevin Hart was interested in it. So he's looking into trying to get it on the LOL network. So they took it off Tubi. So if that deal falls through, then they'll probably go back up.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be looking out for that.
Yeah,
Man.
stay on the lookout for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that sounds
Hey,
crazy.
I got to touch on my boy DC Young Fly, bro. He's my favorite cast member. You know what I mean?
DC
Like,
Young Fly.
talk to me about him, like working around him. Just, you know, what have you picked up? What's his energy like on set, off set? You know, what I
Man,
mean?
that boy's loud. He need an Adderall for sure, for sure. DC Young Fly so cool, man. He prays before every show.
Got you.
He gives advice. I'm like, yo, man, what can I do? He's like, man, you keep doing what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He actually gave me the name Lil Head Cortez. A lot of people don't know that.
Word.
I think my second day on set a while and out, he was behind me. And my little bobblehead ass was in line at the little, you know, we getting our food. He's like, damn, man, hurry up with your little bobblehead ass. And he had a mini paper plate. And he was like, come on, little head, with your little head ass. And he smacked me in the back of the head with the little paper plate. And that's how I got the name Lil Head Cortez.
Word.
So shout out DC Young
Yeah,
Fly,
shout out
man.
DC.
Funny
He's
story.
ripping. 3
yeah.
different tours, movies. He's definitely my motivation. He doing the music.
Going crazy.
And he you know he practiced the word of Christ, and I love that.
yeah.
So shout out to him, man.
Nah, for sure. That's some real shit.
That's a fact. That's your favorite. That's
yeah.
your favorite.
Yeah, nah, DC Young Fly by far is my favorite.
I gotta say, my favorite is Emmanuel Hudson, man.
Emmanuel Hudson?
I like
man.
Emmanuel
You
Hudson.
roll with Emmanuel Hudson. What's your relationship?
Emmanuel's cool. Emmanuel put me in an Old Spice commercial. Shout out to Emmanuel Hudson.
Word.
I used to think he was a dickhead when I first met him.
Why?
For real?
Because when I first met him, I was a fan. I was like, "What's up, E-Man?" And he was like, "You dress like you're grounded." And he walked away.
But he's just funny like that, though.
And he walked away. But Emmanuel Hudson is
You
one of
dress
my
like you're grounded.
dude. Cause I ain't had no money then. And I
Yeah,
still
that
don't.
was fucked up.
Nigga wearing
That was fucked
Dior,
up.
sleeping on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Emmanuel takes comedy so seriously.
Yeah.
And that was a initiation. It took me a long time to figure out. Nigga, I said a joke that was so bad. He was like, "How did he get on my team?" And I'm like, "E-Man, come on, bro. Relax, bro. Let me live, E-Man."
Yeah.
Another time, they valet park their cars. You know, so
Yeah.
we was down at the Georgia Terrace Hotel. I didn't even know I was in line for valet. I drive a 2011 Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going for saving gas. These niggas going for cool and flashy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a G-Wagon, it was a C8, and then it was my car. And Emmanuel gets out of his car and, you know, he throwed his keys to the valet driver. He walk up to my car. He like, "Yeah, you look just like your car. You may want to park that yourself, thug." I'm like, "Oh, man."
Yeah.
So Emmanuel
Damn, bro.
is humble, but he's really
Yeah.
funny. And he's one of those guys that takes comedy so serious.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think they can do it, especially internet comedians.
Right.
You know, it's an edit button when you're doing a skit. You can re-edit. But when you live on stage and you got to think on your feet and improv and you got 10 seconds to spot something in the crowd, Emmanuel Hudson humbled me, boy.
So is it always freestyle, or is there some stuff that might be a little scripted sometimes?
We filmed Wildin' Out for an hour and they cut it all the way down to 25 minutes and the rest is for commercials.
Got you.
So I wish it was scripted because it's 4 games in one episode and you only get to go one time.
Yeah.
If you stutter, like you are competing with everybody.
Right.
Right.
You know, so the
best of
fact
the
that
best.
so the fact that a lot of my moments actually aired was dope because it was like, dang, like that joke made it. So it's completely different from like,
Got you.
you know, from like just being able to pick jokes like that
Yeah.
from editing and producing, and they gotta pick the funniest of the funniest. So I be so grateful when I pop up on TV.
Oh yeah.
Now sometimes
Oh,
they do
yeah.
switch. Sometimes they do switch stuff around though, because I be like,
You thought you made the cut type
well,
shit.
it'll be I went first, and they'll air it to where it looked like I went.
They added it to a certain way.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they'll put my joke before somebody else's, or some episodes. I'm like, I thought I ended that
they
freestyle.
cut it together.
It wasn't
I
the
thought I
build up
edited
like how
it.
the show really was going for.
Yeah, and then my first episode, they cut all my jokes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ludacris episode that aired, and I was down
I
in
remember that,
Louisiana,
yeah.
and my mom was like, I told her, I said, Mom, don't post me on Facebook. Don't do that. That my baby. That my baby. Don't do none of that, Mom. Man, that episode came on. It clicked so fast. I was like, hold on. I was standing behind Big Mac. I was supposed to go next. My mama called me like, what happened? You ain't want to go? I was like, nah, Ma, I win all the time. She's like, man, you fumble in the bag, man. You out there bullshitting and messing up your opportunities. You better go. Don't be fucking scared. I'm like, Ma, I went. I just ain't know that's how TV worked, man.
Right.
I had a watch
You had
party.
to learn, yeah.
You throw a watch party and you tell all your friends to come and you don't see yourself except coming out the tunnel.
Damn.
Right.
That's
I seen only
That's
thing
crazy.
I seen was my glasses come out the tunnel. I ain't seen shit else after. I'm like, dang. Well, we watched it. we watched it.
Yeah.
yeah,
know.
that shit is wild.
Yeah,
bro.
awkward. So it was.
But nah, shout out to you though, bro. The work you've been putting in is obviously paying off, bro. And
for sure,
and
for sure.
it's giving you a lot of blessings. You know what I mean,
for
bro?
sure.
So moving past Wilder now we were there for a second. Like, what do you want to work towards? What is next for you? You know what I mean?
What's next for me is I'm about to do voiceover for a cartoon that they're pitching to Netflix called The Flies.
Okay.
So I play a fly. I actually play one of the flies, which is crazy because I look like one. And I play one of the humans in the cartoon as well. So we got that. I'm fresh off tour with Country Wayne. That was a blessing.
Shout out
Gotcha.
Country Way,
Shout out
man.
Country Way.
And then I got a show in Rochester, New York. We got Washington D.C. We got Seattle.
Yeah.
And then I got another show in Atlanta on the 29th of this month.
Hey, I would love to make it to the show on the 29th, bro. You know
Oh,
what I'm
let's
saying?
get it. That's
Shoot
his
me
way
the
of asking for
details, bro.
tickets. That's his
Yeah.
way of asking. Hey, black people got their own way of asking for tickets. I would
Hey,
love to. I would love to.
I'll pull
to
up.
be in the
I'll pull
building.
up with or without the tickets, bro.
I love to see what that's talking about. If you could, I got y'all. Everybody in here, I got y'all.
Hey
Well,
man,
appreciate
appreciate
that,
it.
man.
Nah,
Yeah,
for
we
real,
got y'all,
man.
I got y'all.
Where if the people want to tap in and find your dates or buy some tickets, where could they find those, bro?
Oh man, everything is posted on social media. Stand Up Cortez on all platforms, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff.
All
I'm
that
on
good
fan
shit.
base with it.
Okay.
And then shout out to my guy Bit Radio Big Mac because he's actually, he on the Breakfast Club, So
Yes, sir.
me and him are also on tour. We got the Wild and Through Thick and Thin comedy tour. And then we're also going into phase 2 of our tour where it's going to be a whole different brand and a whole different name called the Flesh and Bones Tour.
That's
Gotcha,
hard, bro.
man. Yo, so you be on tours. You be moving.
Yeah, I be walking. My car hate me.
He said, "My car hate me."
Feel that, man. That's respectful.
That's the only way to do it, bro. You got to grind,
Man, it's a grind. A lot of people think, oh, he flying. And it's like, you ain't always had them funds to be able to fly everywhere, So it's definitely a grind that people don't see.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely, bro. Yo, so what we like to do here on the platform is definitely like spread motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, I didn't know I was gonna be here where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? Like, what motivation would you give to somebody that's trying to figure it out? You know what I mean? They don't know where they heading.
If you don't know where you headed, honestly, my advice to anybody that's chasing a dream is that it takes years to get to the top. It only take 1 second to say I quit. So don't. Again, I started young, so I'm 26 years old. So start young. Start while you got that youth to you. Definitely don't give up and keep trying. Try as many different things as possible too.
Right.
Try so much because you never know, man. Especially with them acting in the movies. They looking for people that can play instruments, speak different languages, and you never know. So definitely write down everything in prayer.
Yeah, prayer. Big one right there, man. Well, look, man, this has been another episode of the Cold Cut Truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Cortez, appreciate you for stopping by, bro.
Yes,
Is there
sir.
anything else you want to plug before we get out of here, bro?
I'm single.
Y'all heard her, man.
Yeah, get
Y'all
out.
heard
Go.
her, man.
That's it, man.
And
Make
that
sure
nigga
y'all.
said he's single, ready to mingle, man.
Single,
Cortez
ready to
outside.
mingle.
Hey, make sure y'all tap in, man. Hey, look, like I said, this has been another episode of the Cold Cut Truth. Appreciate all the love and support. We're gonna catch y'all next time, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.